And now, from Grid Square Echo Mike 48, this is 100 Watts and a Wire.
Another daily 100 Watts and a Wire podcast, this one being recorded in video. I don't know. Did I ever tell you I was in a band in Philadelphia? And I can't say the person's name who wrote a song. But the person wrote a song called I Don't Know. And it's stuck in my crawl for, over 20 years now. So when I don't know something, I end up singing this song, and it's I don't know. I don't think it became a hit at all. In fact, we let that person go from the band. Coming to you from Sarasota, Florida, it's Christian K0STH. 100 Watts and a Wire was established in 2015 to document my journey as a new ham. I wasn't a young man 10 years ago. Certainly not today, but a newer ham, as it would have it, an amateur radio operator, and I documented my progress. And over the course of a decade, I've learned some things. I've met some people. I've never considered myself the arbiter of knowing everything related to radio or antennas or amplifiers or propagation. Many of you are saying, well, see, child, why am I here? Because we are on a quest for knowledge, a quest for connections and contacts and community. That's why I'm here. Not to mention I love podcasting. I come from broadcast radio, and in 2015 2015 I picked up the amateur radio podcast. I've been podcasting since 2010 and dabbling with audio on demand since, 2003, 2004. So it's all kind of recorded audio that the consumer can listen to whenever they need to. Businesses can put it on their website and it will live infinitum. Well, this here podcast is about amateur radio and the intersection of our lives with our passion for radio and the service of amateur radio. And I welcome all newcomers. This began as a weekly podcast in 2015. This is episode number 408. Is that even possible? It is 408. And I've switched to a daily because I'm in Sarasota, Florida, a family relocation. My wife got a good job here. I lost a job 1 month ago. 1 month ago to the day. And I am working it out. I would love to be podcasting full-time and serving our community full-time with perhaps even a live morning show, a daily live morning show that you could catch whenever on demand, listen to it whenever. You could watch it live if you'd like to. And what we've been doing for the last several years, because I love live streaming. Live streaming gives you that engagement and that feel of live broadcast radio. People can interact with you, and it's a sense of community. It's a sense of providing value to people who share your passion. 100 Watts and a Wire may be your people. There are many people out there making content nowadays in all fashions and forms, but certainly in the amateur radio, and they're bright. These mofos are bright. They know what they're doing. I like to talk to people who know what they're doing and put things together and put it out there to you, the listener. But again, I don't pretend to be the arbiter. I struggle probably more than I have success, but I will share both of them with you. And if you're into a daily 100 Watts and a Wire amateur radio podcast, can I get a Steve Austin type hell yeah from you? Go ahead and put it down in the Discord server or on Facebook. I know many people are busy and probably won't capture this or listen to this on July 5th. It's Wednesday. Last night was the 4th of July. I hope you have all your fingers and your toes, and if you don't, I hope you had a foot pedal. I woke up this morning a bit disturbed by the fact that, what's this, Joey Chestnut? This guy ate 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes, and I'm just thinking, what? There's so many things going on in our life, and Joey Chestnut rolls in to a hot dog eating contest. I'm not judging. Look, no put downs, no judging. Everybody's welcome here. Shoot, I'd like to have Joey Chestnut on my show, Citizen Kudnick podcast, which is coming your way. Now that I'm unemployed, I'm going to start pushing these projects. My small boutique podcasting company for those who are in an industry or individuals where you're trying to build your brand, build your authority. Podcasting is super powerful, and Radio Core can help. Radio Core, CORPS.com. Why not have someone proven in your corner? If you've considered a podcast, work for a business that could use it, visit the website, drop me a line, and we will hook you up. Because this right here is an indication of the quality and the styling, perhaps, I would say quality, of the podcast work that I do. The content now may get silly and it may be irreverent to some, but doesn't need to be if you're a real estate agent or financial planner, that kind of thing. And I will continue to make a stable of podcasts just like this one. 100 Watts in a Wire is a Radio Core production. My individual podcast, Citizen Kudnick, will be available and produced by Radio Core. But I'm going to get into some of these businesses. And if you're a ham radio company, maybe you think about it too. At least that audio on demand. And you shouldn't have to learn a whole new discipline to do it. That's why I'm here. Anywho, pass it around like you do when you are smoking those J's. I know you do that. Most of the time now, it seems like the people are passing the gummies. And I don't know anything about that. But I do hear and read it quite a bit. So 4th of July in Sarasota was probably quite familiar to many other people, except you have an ocean and beautiful sunsets, palm trees. It is dry here. And if you're getting rain like they are in Missouri, we have family still in that St. Louis area, and we're following along with the storms out there, but you know, they got a couple of inches the other day, all at once. Here, nope. We had 90 seconds of rain in my location in the last 9 days. So I'm looking at weather and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we could use a little rain here. I was a little worried that the 4th of July may not just be canceled, but could become perhaps a fire hazard, if you will. I want to talk about 13 Colonies. This is a special event that always gets a little wind in my sails. And you know what I did on the 4th of July was, my family, the girls specifically, they took a crate, that you'd find, a pallet, if you will. Not a crate, a pallet. Painted it red, white, and blue with the stars. My wife leads the effort here because she's very creative. So are my daughters. And it's beautiful. It puts stars on it, and it's a great use of a pallet, one of the smaller, not as tall ones. And we put that out front. We made this gigantic cookie cake, decorated it. They did it. I just ate some of it, And then we took a walk down by the waterfront to catch some of the fireworks. And it was a beautiful evening. The difference between here and, say, the St. Louis area in my past 4th of July is, number one, the bugs. The bugs are certainly here, but there was a breeze coming off the water. There was a benefit of that. You've got the river nearby in, say, St. Louis. But here you've got that, it's coming off the ocean, and it's nice, and it keeps the bugs swimming like, I think I can get him. Can you get him? I don't know. And they breeze out. But yeah, I woke up today for real, thinking of Joey Chestnut. I read about him eating 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes, and I myself could not digest it. I'm immediately thrown to the Dayton Hamvention or Hera Arena, where hot dogs are going, like people pulling hot dogs out of their pockets. And I'm thinking, nobody I know can give him a run for his money. And I'm thinking, 62 hot dogs. Not judging, no put downs. Everybody's welcome, including Joey Chestnut. But Lord have mercy, do I not have the capacity for one hot dog? I don't eat meat, anywho. Not even a veggie. I mean, I would eat a veggie dog, but not 62. Maybe 2 on like a 3. Like, it'd have to be a damn good hot dog to get 3. Okay, 5, 6 hot dogs. Now you're sick, right? You're sick. 62, just think about it. 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. He's a 15-time champion. They should study his digestive tract, because I would think you'd have to go and release all that. There's no way you could digest that, right? No way. This is getting off the rails. But look, it's a daily show, and here we're talking. What I'd like to do, incorporate this, if I can continue to do this, bring you, the listener, in, and I may have to do that through doing it as a live stream. Whoever's around, whoever's there to catch it, could join in, call in. I don't know. We could do that if you want to. It's a lot easier for me to rip it off and zoop, snap it, give it to you, and you can listen to it on your commute on the way home or in the evening whenever it suits you. So I've been thinking about doing it a daily version of this, and then I thought about membership, and we used to do a program called the Sustaining Member Benefit. And I want to bring this back because if I had my way, if I had my druthers, there's a word that we should use in a sentence today. Post that on our social media, if you will. Use druthers in a sentence like I just did. If I had my druthers, I would do this every day for you and provide information and value as part of the amateur radio community, bring in guests, talk to people, and it could happen. We're talking about sponsorship now, though. Sponsorship is important. And there are people out there who have businesses that are doing quite well. The radio companies don't seem too interested. They've pulled back a little bit. ICOM, I'm an ICOM user. I like ICOM quite a bit. A couple years ago, I left them as a sponsor. And not to throw shade, to be transparent, I wasn't feeling that supported. You know, we have events, we have things that we do, activities, operating events, and I just didn't feel like we were, I don't know, shared. It wasn't even mentioned on social. So I was like, you know what? I'm not against it. I like the people at ICOM, love the products. I just wasn't sure if that relationship was mutually beneficial at that time. I'd explore it again here now. But also Yaesu and Kenwood and others, Zygu. Great companies out there. They're bigger. The radio companies don't seem to latch on. Certainly Yaesu, I don't know why. Some people will say it's because they're in Japan. They don't know who you are, and perhaps that's true. But what about Kenwood? You know, what about some of these others? Great radios, great products. I don't know. So that leaves it to, you know, us as a community to support the content in the community, to keep the wheels going, to pay for the peripherals, to, you know, make it happen. So what I want to do now, we've had different levels sponsorship. And I want to make, and I have made, oh, we get a little bit of local talk in here. Okay, it's just a repeater IDing. That's another thing I'll talk to you about. I had to really reprogram a couple radios with some new frequencies to suit where I am now. So I kind of am listening just to see who's active. Back to the membership, $5 a month. I mean, essentially, if I did this every day, you're looking at 20 cents an episode. 20 cents an episode, $5 a month, a cup of coffee. Right? For everybody. There are some people out there who have done extremely well for themselves and have provided support beyond that measure. And I appreciate that. And I contacted those people yesterday to let them know I appreciate you and what you're doing. I want to level the playing field for everyone. $5 a month, right? And this will get you benefits. Number one, you could pay each month if you want. You could set up a payment plan where you don't have to think about it anymore. I use Buy Me a Coffee because I thought Patreon was just taking too much, upwards of 12% of your donation to keep the wheels going. Went to another company for their handling. And I get it. If you can do it, cool. Buy Me a Coffee is not that steep on what they take. But there's an option. You could set up a monthly plan, which is good. You're going to get early access to content, special stuff like when we put out a video on how to make an antenna, how to do a double bazooka. Steve, W7UDI, made a video about how to make a double bazooka antenna. And, it's out there. But members got to see it first before it was posted to the broader public. You're also going to be invited to exclusive cohort gatherings. And what does that mean, Christian? That means that during the month, I don't know if it can be every week. Look, if I start doing this as a job and it actually will work, then maybe every week, like maybe every Friday, we get together. And the cohort is the people who are paying members, right? This is a benefit. We're going to talk about our projects. We'll answer questions. We'll share projects and ideas. That sort of thing. Kind of a behind-the-scenes gathering talking about amateur radio. And what I wanted to bring Brack is not a guy who works in the basement. It's also not an object that holds up a shelf. It's just a slip. I want to bring back the vendor discounts. Let's talk about that for a second. The vendors, people like Radio Waves, NI4L antennas, and others will provide discounts to our members on products. So if you're a supporting member of 100 Watts and a Wire, you have your membership, $5 a month. It will pay for itself over by the time you use it with these companies. You're interested in a project or you need a battery, say Bio-NO Power, and I'll confirm this later, hopefully with Kevin, because he was on board the first time around. It's a win-win situation. These batteries aren't cheap. You have to put, money aside. You have to save up for it. Normal people do. Well, a discount on a product may be the difference between you popping on it and getting it into your arsenal or not. So there is a vendor discount part of the benefit, but only one level. And look, if you've done really well in business, you're a successful person, you're an amateur radio operator, and you feel that you want to give more, you can buy someone else a membership. Give other memberships away. You can do that. I want to make it a membership where everybody can get involved, everybody at the same level. There's no secret perks behind the curtain for you because you've paid more money. I want everybody to have the same access. Does that make sense? Everybody is welcomed here. We'll go with one level. I've also set it up where you can give all at once. If you don't want to deal with the $5 a month, you can give it all at once, one-time payment. All you do is go to buymeacoffee.com/100watts. Look in extras. Okay? And that's it. You could just pay all at once. It's a bada boom. And that's it. Or the monthly payment. You're going to get early access to special videos and features. You'll get access to discounts from participating businesses. And you'll be invited to these exclusive cohort gatherings where we come together to discuss amateur radio, our projects, our questions, share information. I want to keep things simple. Simple man. It's a win-win situation. The show will receive your support. You will receive a discount, access to information, exclusive content. And the businesses who are participating in this may earn your trust and may get your business. It's a win-win-win. You feel me on that? Oh, I'm getting choked up, girl. I don't want to get too choked up in front of the people. That ain't right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep it together here. But an extra benefit for me is if we can build our membership base, and we've given over 5,000 100-watt IDs. And I need to reach these people as well. Sorry, I don't have a cough button set up here. I could do this. I hear a little hum of one of my radios, I guess. No big deal. I turned down the fan a little bit because I can hear it. I'm not an audiophile, and I think audiophiles are... Oh, you have to buy this cable. It's a $60 cable, and it will... Yes. Well, the human ear will only hear a certain register, brah. Don't try to sell people gold-plated cables. There are better cables than others, but please, a sip of coffee. I'm sporting a shirt today. It was given to me by my friend Raz. He runs the 92.5 WXTU. It's Philadelphia's country radio station. If we're able to put this video out, I don't know if we will or not. I don't know. I don't know if anybody cares. But maybe. Definitely going to put this audio out. To the membership, it is a way of me of trying to give back to you. And if we can support each other and you get value from this community, I ask you to consider donating, becoming a member, becoming community supported. It will help me, number one. This is our 9th season, over 400 episodes. I am unemployed. And if I can build it out and actually make a living doing it, that it would take a lot, but it would work, it would help, and we'll continue on, and you get some good benefits from that. Check it out, buymeacoffee.com/100watts. Also, you can go to 100wattsandawire.com to check it out today. Please do. We'll let you know that our sponsor for this program is Bio-NO Power. If you're looking for a power solution, check out Bio-NO Power. It's offering the best lithium phosphate batteries for your ham radios. Visit bionopower.com. That's BIOENNO Power. Power.com. All right, there you go. And thank you to our existing members and our existing supporters. Everything is at 100wattsandawire.com. 13 Colonies, here we go. Let's talk about this. This is one of my favorites. There's a lot of great special events. I like the Route 66. It gives you something to chase. I think this is part of why parks are cool. If you're paying attention and you want to work a new park, you hear people say, oh, you're a new one for me. You're a 2-fer, 3-fer, yeah. The chase is fun. So chasing the 13 Colonies, a bit of a history buff myself, worked in a museum for 12 years before they let me go a month ago. And I love the history. Yesterday, I spent time with my family doing that. I mentioned that earlier. I listened to Hamilton. Have you seen Hamilton, the Broadway play? It's actually off-Broadway and touring now. Wonderfully done. Lin-Manuel Miranda tells the story in a very unique way. And I listened to that and work some of the 13 colonies, these different things, different states on the air from Florida. And I've done okay. I've got, now I've not really done well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7. Okay. But there's a lot going on. And we're still settling in here, setting up, getting the studio together. And I don't have any excuses, but I'm busy. I'm working on this stuff. But I got K2B, K2C, K2F, it's Maryland. K2G, Georgia. K2L, that may be South Carolina. K2M. And WM3PEN. And from Florida, it's a bit of a haul going up the East Coast. I don't know, man. Connecticut, Massachusetts, I don't know if that's going to be happening for me. Another time, though, I can tell you, I've told this story a few times on the podcast. My mom and stepdad live in Delaware. And, man, I would go there with my portable rig and my battery and antenna, put it up in their tree, and working from Delaware, which is very few hams seem to be in Delaware. The people who are in Delaware listening go, hey, man, I'm here. Shoot. But you don't hear Delaware on the air that much. And so being in the first state, I was in the first town in the first state, Delaware, and making contacts from the yard up and down the East Coast was a lot of fun. Feels the same way here. I'm doing a 100-watt station from Florida, much further south now, and I got to get up there. I got to get up, push up. And I think there's a few days left, right? I don't know. It's today's Wednesday, July 5th. There's some time. But, I think all the big guns eat first. That's normal, But I was able to work what I could work. Happy that I made it up almost 1,000 miles to a couple of these states. How are you doing? On our Discord server, you see... They got sweeps. I heard Pastor Joe the other day with a clean. I'll say, boy, a clean sweep. So congratulations. There is some paperwork, like a certificate you can get and earn if you do that. Some people are paper chasers. I am not one, although I could probably use something on the wall behind me in the new studio. But I'm not chasing things specific. What I want to do is see how my antenna will perform. I'm anywhere between 88 watts and 100 watts. I don't think I've clipped 100 watts yet. Probably 88 to 96 watts out from Sarasota. I'm just happy to have a damn antenna in the tree. All right. Listen to episode 406 to learn more about that. All right. There's some things I need to do. I'm with my little one today. It's summertime. Beautiful day here. We started off at 81 degrees, but nice breeze going. Could use a little rain. I have other friends in different parts of Florida, so I'm very careful to talk about the rain. July and August are sort of the rainy season here. Lots of lightning, lots of unplugging. But as a gardener, it is a bit dry here. It is a bit dry in this part of Florida. I hope you guys are doing well. And you came out of the 4th of July feeling energized and all of this. Be sure to check us out on all the socials. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Discord. And you can subscribe to the podcast. Subscribing to the podcast is an easy way to support us. Listen and engage. That also is very helpful. And on the 100wattsandawire.com shop, you can buy a t-shirt, buy a hat if you like. That all helps support the show, and I appreciate you for doing it. All right, friends, take care of yourselves and look after each other, and by all means, if you can, please try and stay above the noise. 7-3.
To join the 100 Watts and a Wire community, visit 100wattsandawire.com.